Yes, everybody, I'm back. This is Ray from Ray's United, and all you know is that this channel is growing and growing and growing. And please, I'll go straight to the point. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, share the content. Notifications, you will be the first to know. But hey, I've done so many videos that, especially lately, and it's been on. A lot of people love the videos and I'm happy. Listen, every single person, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you watching my videos and I will never forget what you've done. Remember that. Listen, we're going to talk about why pi is going to be number one, and you need to keep it on because pi is going to be number one. It's going to beat all of them, including Bitcoin. But there has to be reasons why it's going to be number one. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Yes, and so I'm back, guys. I'm back. Now, listen, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think and I believe that pi is going to be number one. I've done so many videos, and most of them I don't go into specifics as to if Sky is going to be number one. But this time around, I am with the utmost belief that pi is going to be number one. But remember, it's going to take time. Let's go straight to the point. Now, reason number one. Pi has got strength in numbers. You understand? We are about 26 plus million strong active members. You understand what I'm saying? So the numbers that we have definitely ensures that we are going to have a strong base. You get what I'm saying? And if you have a strong base, the foundation is built. You get me? So I'm looking at all of these and I'm telling myself, why wouldn't pi be the best in the near future? Considering where we came from and where we're at and where we're going. I'm living in the now, and of course I'm hoping for the future, but living for now would ensure that the future is well situated, it's well placed. And from what I can see, from my estimations, from my I would say visualization, or I would say visualization, listen, I can see what's happening. Pi is looking on course to be the number one as a result of our strength in numbers. Remember that. We are a lot. 26 plus million is a lot. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot. And counting, of course, because we're going to get a lot more before the end of the year when we get into mainnet. So, I've told you this and I'm telling you here and now. One reason out of the 5 I'm going to give you is that we have strength in numbers. I'll be right back. And so reason number 2. Reason number 2 is definitely to do with the core team's transparency. Now, the transparency they've given us is second to none. I can't even complain about it. You understand what I'm saying? The core team tell us everything, most things, if not all. From the beginning, I've seen them post weekly assurances and weekly messages, informations to us via the chat. And anytime I see it, it gives me reassurance. You understand what I'm saying? That nothing is just being closed off to us. They make us know, as long as they've got something to confirm to us, they give it to us. And it's been approximately on a weekly basis. You get what I'm saying? So I'm absolutely convinced that the transparency alone is going to catapult us to number one, because most of us are going to be well enlightened, which will bring me to my next step, of course. But with this particular one, the transparency that they've displayed to us, the core team, would ensure that none of us is going to be left behind. And I mean that. But we need to put in a bit of work. I keep saying this. I am doing the work here by giving you some information and something that I also think about and believe in. You need to do your part. Okay? Don't be spoon-fed all the time. Try and do your part. Be part of a team. Be a team player. And that's how we are going to catapult ourselves to number one. Because I believe that. I believe we are going to be number one. I'm not just blabbing, and you know that. That's why you don't give me any dislike. Don't forget, put the like button, press the like button, and make sure that you like this video. Because I'm going to make sure I'm always active. I'm giving you everything. Because lately, I realize, the recorded versions are even much better than the live. If you want lives, tell me, I'll give you some lives so we can have a conversation. But the conversation isn't enough because a lot of you don't come to have the conversation. So if I do this, I see all of you here. That's why I'm doing this. So if you want the live, let me know, but you need to be there. I'm not just going to do the live and you're not there. You get what I mean? I will be right back. Now, number 3, let me tell you a story. I would say prior to me getting introduced to Pi, I never really knew a lot about cryptocurrency. I brushed aside Bitcoin completely. I didn't know anything about it. I heard people talk about it. People tried to introduce me to it, but I wasn't convinced. However, once I was introduced to Pi, there was this enthusiasm that was brewing inside of me. And as a result, my knowledge base in Pi has grown exponentially. So that brings me to that number 3. Reasons why we're going to be number 1. The knowledge base of our pioneers is immense. A lot of us have got so much knowledge that we've amassed as a result of that, and learning other cryptocurrencies as well as NFTs and the rest. And trust me, when I tell you that when you have knowledge, you have power. So try not to be closed off. Try to ensure you broaden your horizon and enlarge your knowledge base. Your know-how has to be up there. So when you see something, you can also weigh in. You can also contribute to ensure that Pi grows to become the best, number 1, as we aim for it to become. You understand what I'm saying? So grow your knowledge base, because that is what's going to make us number 1. But I believe we're going to be number 1 because the knowledge base of our pioneer has hit levels that I never thought it would. But it has. Because when you go to all the social media platforms, especially Facebook, where there's a lot of chatter going on, some of them spams, of course, but most of them real and well-informed people being there, it's really great and it's promising, if I must say. I haven't scripted this. Everything I'm telling you here and now is coming from my head. It's what I believe. Obviously, I've thought through it. That's the way I do my things. I think, and then I start telling you. You get what I'm saying? So, and I'll give you number 4 very soon, but let me let you know. The third reason why, in case you don't know why we're going to be number 1, is that because of the knowledge base of our pioneers, how they've amassed so much knowledge with respect to Pi and other cryptocurrencies. I'll be right back. So I'm back with number 4. Now, this is about the authenticity of transactions amongst our pioneers. Now, especially in the Philippines, Indonesia, and some African countries, particularly Nigeria, there's been a lot of activity that I've heard of, and people are telling me things, and there's a lot going on. Transactions, people, evaluating, Pi and all of that. So because of that, some trade at $100, some trade at $10, some trade at $50, some trade at $1, some trade at $20. However, that is the value they give it. Now, if we give it such value, once we float on the market, because we're at the moment 26 million plus strong and counting, the value of Pi is going to go up. You understand? I'll be talking about the value of Pi in my next video, but this is a strong one. We have authentic transactions going on. Initially, when I didn't know about all these things, especially Pi Lifestyle and all of the other ones that have been going on, I was a bit skeptical. You could see, if you go back to my other videos, I was telling people, do not do this, do not do that. Of course, don't sell your Pi. You can exchange it for goods and services as long as everything is authentic and genuine. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that's also one of the reasons why we are going to be number 1 in the near future. I'm not saying we're going to be number 1 immediately. No. These guys have been in the game for a long time. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, they've all been in the game for a long time. Even Shiba Inu has come in and it's number 6 already. You know what I'm saying? So if Shiba Inu is number 6, what do you think Pi is going to be when we get there? We're going to be a break. I keep telling you that I'm not messing about. Do you know what I mean? So the transactions that have been going on, the authentic ones that have been going on, keep up with it. make inquiries and stuff to see what's happening. All right. And let's all work as a team together and get pi to number 1. I will be right back. And finally, reason number 5 as to why pi is going to be number 1. This final reason is obvious. I put it to the last. Now that the reason why we are going to be number 1, of course, the video I did that, did well. And this is about the Pi Blockchain Explorer. That just changed the whole game. You understand? It changed the whole game. Somebody asked me, why are they saying that they test Pi that they've got left, or how many Pi tokens or Pi coins they've got left? And I said, look, this is testnet. That's why we call it testnet. They're trying to test everything to see what to change once we get into mainnet. So if they're seeing it, they're trying to say, all right, so we're seeing it. We're seeing it. So we're going to make sure that doesn't appear. Because it will be virtual and nobody will see apart from yourself. You understand? You're going to see your balance and everything, but you can't see somebody else's because it's going to be encrypted. You get what I mean? However, all these are done so we would know what's happening in the blockchain. You get me? So all the transactions that's been going on, the millions and millions and millions of transactions that's been going on in the past 6 days via the Pi Blockchain Explorer is there for everyone to see. That's the transparency I talked about in the first point. So I've talked about transparency in the first point. I've talked about the knowledge base of pioneers in the second point. I've talked about the authenticity and everything. I've talked about the strength in numbers. And now I'm talking about the release of the Pi Blockchain Explorer. That has just catapulted us to number 1 already, because now people will begin to talk about it. Be like, for God's sake, why didn't we join this bandwagon when people were making noises back in the day? Because when anything starts, people begin to doubt. The skeptics begin to pump their agenda into social media and every platform to tell you, look, it's going to be shit, it's going to be crap. And here we are. Fast forward 2.5 years later, here am I laughing my head off. And now other people are just, crying, saying, I should have joined in. Yeah, you can still join in, but you need to invite 1,000 more people to get your mining rate high. I don't care how many people I have now. What I have, I'm satisfied with it, because I know just a few are going to be burned, not a lot, because I've done a lot behind the scenes, guys. So, I'll be right back with the conclusion. Yes, so in conclusion, what did we talk about? The reasons why Pi is going to be number 1. The first reason was our strength in numbers. So the strength in numbers with respect to pioneers, 26 million. That was our first reason. The second reason, of course, is the core team's transparency. I told you, the transparency that we have has made people believe even more. You get what I'm saying? Because when you're trying to keep things in-house but not be clear as to what you're doing, people begin to doubt it. I don't think there is a lot of skepticism going on at the moment. All right? Reason number 3 was the knowledge base of pioneers. Now, the knowledge base of pioneers is extremely high. Trust me. We have a few dunderheads. It always happens in every walk of life. You have dunderheads, but most of us are knowledgeable. You get what I'm saying? Both technically and otherwise. You get me? And then, of course, the fourth one was the authenticity of the transactions that go on amongst pioneers. I beg your pardon. Yes, so that was that. And then, of course, the last but not the least reason was the release of the Pi blockchain. So the release of the Pi blockchain ensured that everything was culminated and everything was complete. Do you know what I mean? So now I'm extremely confident that we are gonna make some. You know what I'm saying? When it launches on the exchange. Alright? So don't flinch. Ensure that Pi is where you put your mouth and all your eggs. Okay? Pi is gonna be great. Pi is gonna be wonderful. The name is Ray. The channel is Race United. And the word is peace.